Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be making delicious pork ribs in a green salsa with some Mexican rice on the side. So if you want to learn how to make it, just keep watching. Okay guys, so a lot of people have told me that they get overwhelmed when they're cooking multiple things at once. So I'm going to give you a tip that has really helped me in the kitchen. So what helps me a lot is that I prep everything before, and I'm going to tell you guys everything I do before I even start cooking. Let me go through all the ingredients. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna wash all our vegetables. Mine are previously washed, so I went ahead and took the stem out. I'm gonna do the same for the tomatoes, and I'm also gonna cut them in half. I already peeled my garlic, my onion, and that is what we need for vegetables. So the ribs I'm gonna use are these. I got 5 pounds, and the way I'm gonna prep them is I'm going to remove the film that they have in the back. I'm going to show you guys how to do that in a bit. And I'm also going to cut individual pieces. You can feel where the bone is, so just cut in between and you're good to go. And last but not least, I'm going to show you guys how to make a super simple rice, and it is still delicious. Here I have 2 cups of rice, which I already rinsed. I just ran it through water until it was clear. And then I'm using this tomato bouillon and this chicken one. I forgot about the most important and simple ingredient, which is salt, and I'm gonna leave all the measurements in the description below. So there's no specific way to do it. You just find a piece that's lifted and start pulling. Okay, so now that you've done that, you're gonna just cut between every bone, which you can actually see, and you're gonna get your individual pieces, just like this. Okay guys, so how I previously mentioned, you're supposed to have everything prepped. I have my 2 cups of rice, 4 cups of water. I have all my seasonings, and my oil is preheated. So we're gonna toast the rice a bit on high heat and make sure to keep stirring because it will burn. So now that the rice is nice and golden, you're gonna add your seasonings. Now that everything is well incorporated, you're gonna add your water. Be careful because the second the water hits the hot pan, it's gonna sizzle. Once it starts to bubble, you're gonna put the lid on, turn the heat to low, and let it sit for 20 minutes. While our rice is cooking, we're gonna boil the peppers and tomatoes. After 20 minutes, you're gonna turn it off and move it to the back. Do not open this, let it sit. When your tomatoes look like this, that means they're done, so I'm gonna add them to the blender along with the onion and garlic. And I'm gonna let these cook for a bit longer. So I put the ribs in a pan on medium-high heat, and I added 3 cups of water and 1.5 tablespoons of salt. I'm gonna let it sit for about 10 to 20 minutes. After 15 minutes, I flip them, and I'm gonna let them sit for another 15 minutes. So another 15 minutes have passed, totaling 30 minutes of cook time with a lid on. Now that we removed it, we're just gonna let the water cook down, and this is gonna release its own fat, which is what we're gonna cook it with once the water is fully gone. So it has been 30 minutes exactly, and as you can see, the water is gone, and it started releasing its own fat. So I'm just gonna flip these and let them cook for another 10 minutes. Okay, it's been 10 minutes, and now I'm gonna remove all the excess fat. I was left with about 1/2 cup of fat. And now we're just gonna carefully add the green salsa. Once it's in, we're gonna cover it up halfway and let it simmer for about 10 to 15 more minutes. I have my ribs, my rice, and my drink. Let's try them. They are falling off the bone. Oh, they're so hot. Okay. It falls off the bone. Wow. Okay guys, so that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.